How many times have you started learning a language and then you would stop? For whatever the reason, you would have a break, you would have a pause, and then you would start feeling that you are losing a language, you are losing your level, and you would realize that you have to starting it from the beginning. I had many students coming to me with their A1 or A2 level, meaning the beginner level, saying that I used to have B1 or B2. I studied English for several years or for several months, but then I had to have a break, I would have a pause, and I forgot everything I learned. Now I'm a beginner again. If you recognize yourself in this situation, then this video is for you. Hello everyone, this is Olga, and in today's video I would like to share with you my teaching experience as well as my studying experience, because I've learned 3 foreign languages and I can think of several reasons why people give up learning a language, why they lose their motivation, why they have to start again and again and repeat this circle over the years. But apart from this, I will share with you also the solutions to these problems, if you would call them the problems. So we will go through several reasons and what to do in order to not give up learning a language, but rather start learning it and even learn once and forever. So are you ready? Let's dive into it. Stay with me till the very end, because the last reason can actually surprise you. So the first reason why people usually stop learning the language at the very beginning and lose their motivation is very simple. It may seem obvious, but this is the most important reason. This is your goal. Why you learn English? Why do you need it? And stay with me, I will explain it. It seems obvious, but in fact it is very important, because without a clear goal, you may not succeed. You will lose your motivation because you cannot learn English in 1 month. It's impossible. You need to know your long-term reason. So for example, your clear reason why you need English may be that you want to enter an MBA program, and it will be taught, of course, in English. So you have your clear goal. I want to enter an MBA program, or I want to enter a university, or I want to relocate to another country, and this is your clear goal, your motivation why you study English. Actually, I have a separate dedicated video on this matter about the different goals which I heard from my students, which they had as the request why they need to study the language. And I invite you to watch this video, because there are many different reasons, many different motivations, and maybe this will help you to find your goal, your aim, or maybe you will be inspired to come up with your own idea why you need a language. So I will post a link in the description down below. Make sure to check it. Before we move on to reason 2, please give me a like. Please give a like to this video, because we started recording when it was sunny and right now it's raining and I'm freezing. Please give me a like, because I do my best for you guys. So the reason number 2 why people usually give up learning a language is the deadline. You have to ask yourself, is your deadline realistic? And actually, do you have it at all? Do you have a deadline? Because these are 2 problems which I've spotted working with my students. So number 1 is that people sometimes do not have the deadline at all. So they have the goal, for example, I want to relocate to America, I want to live in the US or in Canada, and you know that it will happen in several years, in 2 or 3 years maybe. So the deadline is very far, it's not clear, you don't have it. Or it can be the opposite. People come and they need to level up their English very fast, within 1 month, from A1 to C1. which is not realistic. It may not happen. Don't believe those who promise you that you will study a language in 30 hours or 30 days. It doesn't happen. So you have to check if your deadline is realistic. Realistically, you can have one level plus from A1 to A2 or from A2 to B1 in approximately 2-3 months. 2 is very intensive, 1 is barely possible. Don't believe anyone. So just check if your deadline, if you have a deadline, and if it is realistic. And this brings us to reason number 3 why people stop learning a language. So the third reason which you have to remember and you have to consider is your schedule or schedule, whatever you call it. What I mean by this is that you have to ask yourself, does your schedule work for you? Is it good for you? How many classes per week do you have? How many hours per week do you have? And important, when do you have your classes? For example, the situation, your friend is telling you that there is a school with wonderful teachers and extremely interesting course, which is so enjoying and so encouraging, and you want to sign up for this course. You go there, but the hours, the specific schedule is not good for you. Maybe you are an early bird and you have to have classes in the morning. It works the best for you. Or maybe in the morning is the only time when you can have your classes, but in the morning your brain doesn't work and you can only have the classes in the evening. So it also matters. It is also important. Your schedule has to work for you. And one more important thing, remember that less is more. What you need is set up clear schedule, maybe 2 or 3 times per week. If you can have classes for 2 hours. If you cannot, have it for 1 hour. Study less, but study that you remember. And after the class, you have information in your head. And coming to the next class, you remember the material from the previous lesson. Study less if you cannot study a lot. Remember, less is more. All right, let's move on. So you have your clear goal, why you need English. You have your clear deadline, when you need your result. You have very good schedule which works best for you. You have the classes and they are regular and you're doing your best. What comes next? Why people give up? Why they may face the burnout, right? So you may get tired because you are overloaded. It is also a very common reason which happens because people work, they study English, they try their best, they do a lot of exercises, they have a lot of classes, and then they're just tired. They become tired and kind of, I cannot do it anymore, I'm tired. So what to do here? Don't push yourself. Don't push yourself. You need to enjoy. Even if you have the goal and you have a strict deadline, you actually have to move this deadline. If it is not realistic, if it is too close, you may get just overloaded and overwhelmed and you may give up. So what I suggest, think if your deadline is not very close, if you have time, but you feel that you are stressing out, it also will not help you. You have to relax and you have to enjoy. So try to maybe change a little bit your schedule in a way that you have not only the classes where you have exercises, where you study new material and you drill and drill and drill, but you have to have pleasure from English. Try to balance it. So of course you can ask help from your teacher to balance it in a nice way, or after classes you have English in such a way that you enjoy it. You watch nice movies, you watch series, or you follow some YouTube channels and you just get pleasure. So you work and then have pleasure. If you're still with me, good job. We're gonna cover reason 5, 6 and number 7, which will definitely surprise you, I promise. So number 5, why people cannot have the result, they cannot progress, is simply because of the course they choose or the teacher they have. And nothing bad here. Because as we discussed, your friend maybe liked that particular course, but for you it might not work. Or you may have a teacher whose methodology or whose style does not work for you, and it's fine, because many teachers, many methods, many courses there are, and you just need to choose the one which will work for you. If you would like me to have a dedicated video for you on how to choose the best course for you, how to choose a teacher, I can make it. Just let me know in the comments below and I will gladly make such video for you, how to choose the best program for yourself which will work for you and which will bring you the result. Okay, so the next important thing is that you can be either too strict to yourself, or sometimes you can be too lazy. What I mean, even if you have the best teacher in the world and the best course in the world, still you cannot get the knowledge via the Bluetooth or something. You have to commit. If you do not do 100% of your potential during the lesson with your homework, some extra activities after the classes, something additional, you will not see the result, you know. On the other hand, if you're too strict to yourself, so you keep in mind your goal, your deadline is very close, you do each and every exercise in the book, you learn each and every word together with commas and full stops, this is also not good, because you will get tired. And this is the reason number 4, that you get overwhelmed with so much work which you are doing. So what is the solution here? You need to find a balance. Find the balance. Remember about your goal, don't forget about it. Remember about your commitment, do your best, but also enjoy. Just enjoy English, enjoy the process. Keeping in mind your goal, you enjoy the way which you are taking, the road. Enjoy the process, and then you will enjoy your result. Achievement of your goal. The balance is the essence. So finally, reason number 7, why people may give up when everything is good with the previous 6. Simply, you don't have enough of praise. You don't have enough of positive feedback. We are all humans, and it is important for us to have both critical feedback and positive one. So the critical feedback helps us to improve. It helps us to understand if we are moving into the correct direction. It helps us to eliminate the mistakes, to correct the mistakes and so on. But absolutely essential is the positive feedback. And actually, no matter if you have the classes with teacher or you study on your own, positive feedback, first of all, should come from you, from yourself to yourself. You should remember to praise yourself. You should keep telling yourself that you are doing a good job, that you are trying your best, that you are doing your best. And you have to remember that you are doing a fantastic job. You're already on the way to your goal and to have this success which you are looking forward to. Keep praising yourself and keep repeating to yourself every day, I am doing a fantastic job, because I believe you do. You do this fantastic job, and I believe in you, in your result and in your success, and I believe that you will study English and speak it fluently with a lot of pleasure and a lot of joy. I believe in you. Alright, so those were problems which my students experience and myself experience, and 7 solutions to those which helped us, and I hope those will help you as well. If you found this video helpful indeed, please give it a like. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done it yet, and hitting that ring bell button so that you will be notified about my new videos, because I will have more of these kind of advice how to succeed in learning English. And also I have many more on different topics, speeches with celebrities, new meanings of the words, so please be welcome to check out my other videos as well, and recommend and share this video to anyone for whom it will be helpful. Anyway, I hope to see you in my next videos, and most important, I wish you very best luck in all your goals and aims which you wish to achieve, and see you soon. Take care. Bye.